Hi guys, this is Data Gyan, and I have come up with a new use case. As promised to you that I'll be adding one video on a daily basis. So this is a use case that is very famous, and this use case is basically asked to me in each and every interview that I have given to how to find the difference of the salary between the current employer and the next employer. So for finding that, we have to use a window function, and that window function's name is lead or lag. So both are having the same behavior. As the name suggests, lead is when the interviewer asks you how to find the difference of the salary with the next employee of that table. And if the interviewer asks what is the difference of the salary with the previous employee, then you have to use lag. As the name suggests, lead is for the next person and lag is for the previous person. So if we are creating the table, so just create the table and we will analyze the data that we are going to operate on. So let me run this query. So as you see that the query has already run. Let me show you the table. As you see, I am trying to find all the data from the table. So I have chosen a table with only 3 records. So it will make you easy to understand. So the first is ID, then the name, and then the salary. So if you see, I have given ID 1, 2, 3, and the name A1, A2, A3, salary 1000, 2000, and 3000. So if the interviewer asks you, what will be the difference of the salary between A1 and A2? So basically he's asking 2000 minus 1000. He wants a new column with the new salary or whatever name you prefer. So he wants the difference between this. So how to find that? For doing that, there is a requirement for a window function. As I told you earlier, either you can use lead or lag. So consider that interviewer is asking you, compare the salary of A1 with the next person, A2. So you have to first create a new column with the new salary. Then only you will be able to compare the data. So for that, what I'm doing, I'm selecting ID, name, salary, and I'm using the window function lead. Lead is a very important window function, and it has 3 arguments in it. So for the argument, first you have to give the column name on which you want the lead. So we want comparison on the basis of salary. So we are giving salary. How many persons you want to compare, like with whom you want to compare. So I'm going to compare A1 with A2 and A2 with A3. Okay, so difference is 1. So I'll give 1. If I want to compare A1 with A3, I'll give 2. And if multiple columns are, rows are there, then you have to give the argument as it is. The 0, it is given because if for considering the name as A3, you can see there is no further rows available. So it can't compare anything. So it will throw a null. So instead of having a null value, which is difficult to operate on, we'll give the argument as 0. If no new row is there, just provide a 0. So if we run this query, you can see next person's salary is 2000, 3000. And as because 3000 person doesn't have a next person, so the salary is 0. How we are generating that? We are using the lead function, giving the salary on what basis we want to compare, how many person we want to skip, and what will be the data when there is no new person. We are using the over keyword. So every window function will have over keyword. And I have told you in previous videos as well. So whenever we are using over, order by clause is a compulsory. So what we are ordering it on the basis of salary itself. We want to order it on the basis of salary. So first this should be considered, then this, then this. If I give it as a descending, then it will be flipped. The table will go upside down. So if you want to see, let me just write this. If you want to see that, see 3000, 2000, and 1000. So for basic understanding, what we'll do, we'll not use the descending, we'll use the ascending. That's the default value. And I have given this window function's name because if you don't give the name, see if I remove this, if I run the query, this name will come, lead, salary. This will not look that good. So we can give a aliasing for that. As is used for aliasing, it's basically giving a name to your function. So I have given next person's salary. Okay, so I'm running that. Now you will see next person's salary coming up. Now, the use cases, I want the difference. So now you have salary of the current person and the salary of the next person in front of this. So what you have to do, you have to create a subselect out of it. And subselect is very important. As I've told you in previous video also, for any advanced question that you want to do, you need to know the subselect. Let me explain the query to you. So what I have done, this is the previous query that we had. See, from select, ID, name, salary, lead. This is the window function. And we are using the previous. Now, what we want the difference. Okay, so how we can find the difference? We have to subtract the salary with the next person's salary, correct? So we are using select id, name, salary, and next person's salary minus the salary of the current person. Okay, we are minusing this two. As I have given again a name, difference, because if I don't give the name, again this will come, so that will not look that good. So I have given aliases difference from, this is the query that was generating the previous answer. So this answer the previous query was generating, the inside query, and I have given a temporary name. So you can use any name, I prefer using temp. So if I run this, you can see the difference coming. Okay, so last one is giving minus 3000. Why? Because there was no new salary, no next row is there, so it can't like minus anything from this. So 0 minus 3000 will be minus 3000. So it's a negative scenario. This will always happen with you if the interviewer asks you what will be the difference of salary with the next person. Okay, now the variation in the questions, see I have captured the answers as well. So if you want this all document, if you want, you can just mention in the comment, I'll share the documents as well, so you can practice it, or else you can pause the video and you can do it with me. So this is for when you have to compare with the next person. What if the interviewer asks you, I want the difference of the salary with the previous person? So if you go for the previous person, what will happen? So let's see the general table. Select star from SQL1. So this is our table name. So the interviewer now wants you to give the difference of the salary from A1 to the previous one. So as in the previous scenario, A3 was not having any new next column, sorry, row. So A1 is not having any previous row for this. So if you want this is the second difference in the question that I have seen. So if we want to generate the data, so let's first see, we will generate the data in front of the previous salary. Okay, so for the previous salary, the data for this is 0. How this is coming? Again, for instead of lead for the next person, I'm using lag for the previous person. Okay, I'm using the lag on what column I want to make the lag. So I want to make the lag on the basis of salary, because the interviewer is asking what is the difference in the salary. So I'm using lag and then salary, and how many person I have to compare? So I have to compare with the previous person. So I'm giving 1. And if no new person is there, no previous person is there, just give 0. Otherwise it will give you null. Over here, null will be symbolized with nothing. So if you run this, you will see nothing coming up. So that will create some issues. So let's just give previous person salary. If no previous person is there, then give it as a 0. Okay, if we are running this, we are getting 0. Okay, then again with the same formula, if we want to make the difference, again we have to do the same thing. Instead of lead, we'll be using lag. So here I am selecting ID, name, salary, salary minus the next person's salary. Sorry, make it previous. Yeah, so making previous person's salary. And again, I'm giving the name as difference. How I'm calculating this? Salary is coming from the main query, and previous person's salary is coming from the window function that we used. Okay, here. Now, if I run the query, you will find, sorry, just give me a second. Previous person's salary. Here I have to change it because I have not changed over here. Yeah, so previous person's salary. Now you can see the difference is coming as 1000, 1000, and 1000. So here you can see the difference, same data is being captured. So this is a scenario that was asked to me in multiple interviews, and I believe this can help you guys as well. So if you want the document, please let me know. Mention in the comment, I'll share the document as well. And I hope that you must have learned something out of this. So if you have liked the way of teaching, please like and subscribe, as I'm going to upload multiple videos covering multiple scenarios that I have faced and that I have seen. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.